We're live, TR.
That's fantastic. See, this is
Actually,
what I like.
we're
We
not.
just randomly started. We don't need an intro.
No, we don't need an intro. Although I'm gonna do an intro.
Okay.
You guys, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do intro. You guys know what we're doing at this point. I'm 30 minutes late as normal.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Again,
I, I was like, all right, this time I'm not gonna be late.
this is so simple. You just stay at your house, right? And you just sit there and you just talk. That's all
Basic.
you gotta do. You don't even have to leave
I know,
anywhere.
but I didn't even get home till like 12:15 my time.
Oh,
So, yeah,
man.
it's a shame. Anyways, guys, what's going on? Battleground predictions, shit.
I
Let's
got one more
see.
thing that I want to talk about before we do this, by the way. So go ahead and finish your outro or your
I was
intro.
just gonna say I was with my good pal TR. What
Mm-hmm.
do you
All
have
right.
to say, good pal TR?
I don't really have anything to say. I just wanted to know what your reaction is to Tough Enough so far. Have you been watching?
Fuck no.
Okay, never mind then.
Uh, well, I mean, my friend was like, I'm watching Tough Enough. Well, he was like last night. He's like, I'm watching Tough Enough, and I have no idea why.
hmm
And I was like, oh, well, that's a good reason to watch it.
Yeah, I was about to say that I've heard a lot of people really upset about it because the cast is just not either they're not interesting or they're not interested in the company, which makes it even worse.
Or they're just shitty wrestlers, probably.
That too, pretty much. I know there's some
Like
pretty athletic people in there, but they can't really like do anything.
that makes sense. They probably all are muscular, and
No,
Vince is just jerking his ass off. He's like, oh, muscles.
the clear favorite seems to be kind of known. I hope he is going to win this though. His name is Patrick. He's pretty legit. I'm not even gonna lie. He's
I,
pretty good around or all around. He's like been wrestling, and he's the only guy who knows anything about the WWE. And he's got pretty good promo work too. We saw that last night. So
First off, I just want to do something real quick.
Mhm.
Also, before we get into Battleground, I want to do something. I want to do this. What were your thoughts on Money in the Bank and Beast in the East?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Beast in the East was pretty good. Oh
I got. Can I say something real quick though?
yeah,
I freaking woke up. It started at 4:30 my time. I woke up at like 4,
yeah,
and on accident, I was just like, oh shit, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, fuck. So I checked Twitter, and I saw Beast in the East was happening. I'm like, shit, get my iPad. So I
yeah.
fucking got it and watched it, and I was so happy because
I don't want to turn this into a measuring contest, but I'll one up that by saying I woke up at my time. I was ready for it, but I wasn't realizing that Dominion was later in like the other side of the day. So I woke up at 5, I think it was 5:15 in the morning on Saturday. I didn't go to sleep again until maybe 7 o'clock in the morning Sunday because of Dominion.
my
I
god,
literally stayed up. I didn't go to sleep again, which I should have just to take a rest, but I stayed up to watch Dominion for New Japan, which I don't necessarily regret yet.
I'll be honest though. I fell asleep once I saw the main event come out. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I turned it off and I fell asleep.
And that's a good segue into what I was thinking too, because that was just, I understand the reasoning behind it, but it was just such a bad decision to make that the
Yeah,
main event.
I mean, it was a house show, like
Yeah,
going into it. So, but then,
essentially.
but especially if you have Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens, if they because they announced that
hmm
after they released the card, I think, or it was, but it was like a big deal, and I thought, oh, well, because like I forgot all about the card. The only matches I knew that was going to happen was Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens,
And to
and
their deal, they did make it kind of a big deal as well when the match happened, which is
oh
a good
yeah,
thing.
the streamers, bruh, like
Yeah.
they need to get streamers. That's the best entrance I've seen from WWE in a while.
I think I read somewhere, I don't know if this was a really true statement, but I read somewhere that Johnny Laurinaitis had something to do with the streamers and the presentation with that match.
Really,
Which, if so, that's awesome.
yeah,
That's
uh,
amazing.
yeah, that is pretty sick. And then the match was just awesome. Of
Mhm.
course, Owens and I hit the pop-up powerbomb.
Yeah.
And somebody commented in my highlights was like, I think they're trying to save the pop-up powerbomb for people that can kick out like Cena or all those other people. And I
hmm
was like, that's interesting because he didn't even hit it.
Yeah. That was
So, but I think it makes Balor look better that he didn't even let Owens have a shot of hitting the pop-up powerbomb.
And it did look, or like he was insanely strong in that too. Because I think he kicked out of the coup de grace
Hmm.
twice.
And
It was either once or twice.
he hit the Bloody Sunday.
That too.
That
That
was
was insane. He kicked out of a
yeah,
lot of stuff.
I know. And then uh, Jericho versus Neville was awesome as
Yeah,
well.
that was unexpected. I knew that Jericho versus Balor, I think, was the original plan for at least that show. I think they did wrestle beforehand, probably like the night before. But
Which Jericho's on that Japan tour, right?
yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
he's just doing live shows. I'm like, God damn
Hmm.
it!
Yeah,
Like, I don't like his whole podcast phase, but he's still as a wrestler one of my favorites. And God damn it, he's not even on TV. I mean, besides this one, this
and he's
is
hosting Tough Enough too.
and he says, well, I mean, I don't watch stuff now.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
So yeah, but the match was good as you would expect.
Hmm.
In the crowd, I love the Japan silence. I can't get enough of it. Like when they're
Yeah,
quiet, everyone in the fucking building is quiet.
that's why that
You
and
can
Dominion was so hype.
yeah, and then but like cause like when Nikki Bella and Paige were calling out stuff, the
Yeah,
crowd was so quiet you could hear them. I'm like, I don't know who to blame there, the crowd or Nikki and Paige, but
it happened to us. It was
and
so.
and the Diva match was pretty good, to be honest with you. It wasn't
It was
bad.
okay.
It was
It
okay.
wasn't too bad.
I mean, it
Yeah,
was better than I thought it would be, and it's cool to see Tamina get I guess, a shot.
I
Oh,
don't
and
know what was up with that too. That was really weird.
speaking of NXT,
Hmm.
or speaking of divas, the NXT divas came up last night
Yes,
or
that I love too.
2 nights ago. Sorry, yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do with Sasha at this point because they kept her as a heel. That's cool. But they tagged her with Tamina and Naomi.
Is she
So that's
still
really
the
interesting.
champion? I can't. The NXT divas champion?
Yeah, and they're going to have
Does she
Charlotte
even? Did she have her
versus
title? She didn't have her title, right?
Paige.
No, 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 no. Sasha.
No, she didn't have it on Raw. No.
Which I was like, wait, is she still champion or?
Yeah, she's definitely champion.
I know she is, but I was just questioning it because I didn't watch any. I'll be honest, I haven't watched NXT in a while.
And I was about to say that too.
It
I
seems
was
to have
like,
gone down in a lot of ways
really?
since at least for like since freaking Zayn's out,
Hmm.
Kevin Owens is on the main roster now. All you really have is Balor and Hito's fucking or sorry Kenta. I don't like calling him Hito.
Yeah.
Kenta's injured. It's just like
And that's one of the things that also soured me too, because I was watching Beast in the East, and when Balor won, I was happy, but I couldn't stop thinking about the fact that this would have been exactly where Hideo would have been
man.
had he not gotten injured.
That'd been. I think the crowd would have been more excited to see that.
That would have been insane. You would have had oh man, I keep thinking about that every single time.
The Kenta hurt his. What did he injure?
I think it was his shoulder.
Okay, I thought it
I
was
think shoulder.
something with his leg or something. But anyways,
What?
and then and then yeah, I was going to ask what you think of Money in the Bank.
Mm,
I don't know if we talked about. I don't think we did.
yeah, I don't think so either.
What were your thoughts about it?
Obviously, Kevin Owens and John Cena was another great match, of course.
Of course, and we'll get to that later.
Definitely. And Ambrose versus Rollins, I think a lot of people didn't like it. I loved it. It felt like a good old fashioned war. Like it was insane.
It reminded me a lot of Jericho versus Benoit from Royal Rumble, the
Mm.
ladder match. It was just a lot of it was like just a regular match, except there's like a ladder involved, and you have to climb it.
They just put each other through every single thing imaginable, though.
I know. I think there's one thing that I did not like is that it was too long.
Mm.
Like it was 35 fucking minutes. If it was like 25 minutes, 20,
Yeah.
it'd been perfect. There should have been another match, and I felt, and also Seth Rollins putting Dean through all that shit and Dean getting up, like no.
It makes me think, it makes me wonder what the limit is in terms of making them look strong and just going too far.
I know. I just felt like they almost went too far, and then the ending was, of course, they have to fuck up a Seth Rollins versus Dean ending, but at least we get a definitive answer, and then Dean cut an amazing promo afterwards. So,
Definitely. And the only problem with that now is that Dean is nowhere.
uh-huh.
I don't, like after that match, immediately after, he just fell completely off the map.
Yeah, he's with fucking Roman.
I don't even,
He's
well,
he's
again, I like that dynamic as well with Roman and Dean Ambrose, but I think he was fighting who? I think he was fighting Bray Wyatt over the weekend again. I think he fought Fandango at one point, I think. I don't know. He was doing some really random stuff lately.
Bruh. Oh my god. And then I also want, real quick, before we get into Battleground,
Mm.
Cesaro's push.
Yes.
What are you thinking about it? I'm
I'm loving
loving it. I mean, I think one person commented, or I can't remember where it was from. He said, "Is Cesaro's new gimmick to just lose great matches?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Shit, is it?" Cause he lost. Like I thought it would have been better if it was Cesaro versus like last Monday. I thought it would have been if Cesaro won that and then faced Cena again, and then Kevin Owens attacked him. Cause Cesaro has just lost great match after great match after great match these past
Mm.
3 weeks, and it's sad.
I don't think he's ever beaten Cena ever on all the amazing TV shows that he's had with him.
I thought no, he has not. Wow, that's sad. That's crazy.
He's had some amazing matches. I think that's what the third one in the past year that he's had. That's just been amazing. Just a singles match on Raw.
I
I think
know. They
that
faced
first one.
4 times, I think. 4 times. Because
I don't
they faced in February of 2014.
for a chamber probably.
Yeah, before Chamber, and then they faced in like July or late July or early August, like for on Raw, and then they faced 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, sorry, and then they faced last week.
Yeah.
And then did you see the back afterwards last week? The video of after
Mm.
Raw. Cena was just fucking like applauding Cesaro. I was like,
Oh yeah, I heard.
he's like, get your ass back in the ring, and you stand up like, cause you deserve this. I don't, he's like, I don't. He was even like, I don't know when your next opportunity is, but you definitely delivered tonight.
Mhm.
And I was like, hell yeah.
It shows promise, in my opinion. I'm glad that they're doing something with him now that Tyson's gone. And bless Tyson.
Hmm.
I feel really bad about him, but
Especially to Samoa Joe and like Samoa Joe's like first match in WWE.
yeah,
It's kind of sad. He's like, oh, take a match with just Samoa Joe. Oh, I can't wait. Samoa Joe just fucking fucks him up.
that's
Oh,
a shame. And it's on one of his most famous moves too, the Muscle Buster.
I know.
So that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But again, I am really happy that Cena or Cesaro's doing pretty well right now so far. I expect him to get into a feud with Rusev. I think that would be great now that Ziggler's gone.
And
And
Rusev fucking showed up last a couple nights ago on Raw.
that's exactly why I think that would be a perfect thing.
Yeah,
That's
so
why with Owens leaving and leaving that door open for Rusev and Cesaro, I think that's where it's leading to. That would be pretty good.
yeah, and I think, I mean, Rusev, he's wearing shoes.
Yeah. And Enzo pointed that out on Twitter too.
I can't believe it. He's wearing shoes.
That's fantastic.
On this match of the month nomination, somebody put Cesaro versus Rusev in quotations with shoes,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh my god, brilliant.
With Hughes
Uh,
and Summer Rae as managers.
and Summer Rae's manager. But yeah, that's all we had to say about all that good stuff. Let's get into Battleground, the amazing kickoff match. R-Truth versus fuck you, Keen Barrett. Fuck you.
XVIII.
Fuck. Didn't this happen last time? Last
Yes,
Battleground?
it did.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna kill myself.
I think that's the one where Truth won by a roll up, I think it was. Which is exactly what I expected.
Dude, I didn't even watch because I don't give a fuck about these two anymore. Fuck Keen Barrett.
It's for the crown, I think, though.
I don't give a fuck.
He would defend his crown against our Truth. So I don't know if it's for like the.
Barrett's gonna win. Fuck that.
I hope so. If it's for the crown, that's the only thing I can think of, and that's the only rightful result here.
Basically.
I'm really disappointed about Barrett as well. But then again, I shouldn't be because this is exactly what they've been doing with him since like 2015 began. So I don't know what to
Yeah,
expect anymore.
I don't even know.
Another shame. Another shame.
I don't. I mean, ever since the whole Nexus thing, he's just gone downhill. It's sad.
He had something with
It's
Bad News Barrett, but I don't know what happened. They just couldn't run with it
we
for
don't
whatever
know.
reason.
I don't. Yeah, it's like they're always like, yeah, hey, let's drop what's making you over right now. It's like
Gosh,
really okay.
freaking darn it.
I don't understand. I guess Barrett's gonna win. I don't give a fuck. And that doesn't even matter. It'd be funny to see Truth with the crown, but at this point, I don't give a shit about either of these two guys.
Sigh.
And something I don't give a shit about two guys either, Sheamus versus Randy Orton.
Randy Orton is entertaining. Screw you.
I'm kidding, of course. I love Randy Orton, but Sheamus can go fuck himself in it. I do like his entrance. I do like his new theme.
This team is so good.
His
It's
theme
growing on me
is,
so quick. It's
I
great.
know, it's awesome, and his entrance is sick. But I don't really care. I'm gonna go with Orton winning this one
As a
if
hometown hero.
as the hometown hero. And the fans have gone so over with him. It's insane. Like Chicago was going crazy for this guy.
For Orton?
For Orton, yeah.
I don't know.
I,
He's been doing some really entertaining, just small stuff is
it's
what I
just
appreciate with Orton.
he's just like going crazy behind Sheamus
Yeah.
and
That's awesome.
RKOing him. It's crazy. I love it. And yeah, Randy Orton. I was kidding when I said I don't give a shit about. I do like Randy Orton, but Sheamus can go fuck himself. Um, I'm gonna go with Orton winning this one. What do you think?
I'll go with Sheamus just to see where the feud goes. Sheamus has literally made me forget that he's Mr. Money in the Bank immediately.
Uh,
It's pretty impressive.
oh shit, he is.
Yeah,
Well, god
I
damn it.
completely forgot about that, and it's just a shame. But I hope that he'll win this, and I could see this going 3 pay-per-views. Sadly,
3 pay-per-views.
I could see it, just like Dolphin, Sheamus. I could see it.
Hopefully, it won't be as boring as Dolphin Sheamus.
I think Orton can help that out. Not to say that Ziggler couldn't, but I think Orton can do that.
All right, and then let's go.
And I'll also say this about Ziggler too. When he comes back, I hope it's the best pop that we'll ever hear. I don't know how long he's going to take to come back, but I
Probably
think this might
SummerSlam.
help. Probably SummerSlam.
I think he's going to face Rusev at SummerSlam. Battle of the Ladies.
Gosh.
Get Lana back. I would love to get Lana back. But
I want to see
anyways,
Lana versus Summer immediately though. I don't
Yeah.
care what anyone else says.
and also speaking like of WWE taking off what's making you over, fucking Rusev and Lana. It's fucking bullshit.
We're just full of segues today.
He just fucking takes off Rusev. It's
I don't know
take
where
off
this is going.
Lana. I don't understand this whole storyline. I don't know why Summer Rae's with Rusev.
I guess it's over, I hope. Now that Ziggler's out. He can just return and do something else. That's what I want to happen. Just to like scrap it. Just pretend nothing of this ever happened.
Please.
Let's forget it.
And then Dolph needs to fucking go.
Mm.
All fucking world heavyweight shit. Anyways, and these are 3 guys I really don't give a shit about.
Oh gosh.
Ryback, Miz, Big Show, 3-way war for the IC title. I totally forgot there was an IC title, and then I was like, oh yeah, Ryback is fucking champ.
I remember that time really, really early into the build of Battleground that we thought Ryback was really hurt and that he would have to drop the Intercontinental title. And then this is going to turn into the Miz versus Big Show for the title.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
Ryback.
I don't know what's worse.
I think Ryback's gonna win, but I don't give a shit anyway. So what do you think?
Ryback hasn't successfully defended his title in a really clean or really definitive fashion at all. If you remember correctly, it was Miz that just stopped it in the middle of the match.
Thank God he stopped.
Just made it a TQ. He didn't care.
Thank God he stopped it.
On
And no
pay-per-view.
wonder why he hit the shell shock on Raw before the Money in the Bank
Oh yeah, yeah.
on Big Show. It's like that's your big selling point. Oh wait, you're not even gonna try to do it. So, all right, whatever. Ryback's gonna win.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel. Right
I
there.
don't care how he wins. I just hope this match is like 2 minutes.
I hope we can
Right.
do more with this Intercontinental title. I don't know what else is going to happen.
I don't know. Give it to someone else. They need to combine the IC and US titles and then separate the world and the WWE and the world heavyweight. I've said it so many times. It needs to happen.
We'll see. I don't know.
We shall see. And let's move on to the tag team rematch. Primetime Player somehow became champions. I think we forgot about that in Money in the Bank.
I thought it was going to happen eventually. I didn't think it was going to happen that quick.
It was so random too. It was
Yeah, the way that it happened too was really weird. It just didn't feel like insanely big.
no.
I'm not mad at it, but it was like, oh wow, okay, that's cool. I guess.
I guess, but hey, whatever. No, they're facing the prime. No, they're not facing the prime time players. They're facing the New Day.
Hmm.
I hope New Day wins. I think they're gonna win. I think it's gonna be a back and forth feud, unfortunately, since Cesaro and Kid are out. Which, by the way, Harper and Rowan are. I said in my Money in the Bank predictions that they're like my favorite tag team right now because Cesaro and Kid are out. What are they doing with them? Fuck all.
Not doing anything with it at all.
It's what the hell?
I mean,
Like
you can't
they,
really team them with New Day, though, can you?
I don't
Like they're
know.
doing with the Lucha Dragons and Primetime Players? Can you really do that?
I don't know. I mean, you could have them face the Lucha Dragons.
I
I'm
mean, yeah,
just
I
saying.
expect that at some point because the Lucha Dragons are probably the third bigger team in terms of popularity right now. Oh, I wouldn't say popularity. I would probably say in terms of importance, I
Now
guess.
you're pushing it.
I mean, the New Day and the Primetime Players are obviously at the top. There's no doubting that.
Duh.
But I mean, who's number three? I can't really see it being anything else other than the Lucha Dragons. In
Yeah.
this specific tag division, which is weird because the tag division blew up during the time of the Elimination Chamber. We had everybody going. Now Tyson's out. Ascension fell off again. Lucha Dragons are okay.
I never gave a shit about Ascension, so
They were
yeah.
so good in NXT. I'm really disappointed about how they're doing right now. They were so good. They just, well, I mean, I don't know if they were really that good because they just destroyed everybody for like 200 plus days.
Basically, in a nutshell, they sucked, and they suck. And now we have a shitty tag division. Besides
Somehow.
besides like two teams that they don't even manage to face each other or book right. But I'll give New Day the upper advantage.
I guess I will too because I can't really see it being anything else. I guess the primetime players could go against the Loose Dragons, or we could have a three-way again, as we usually do.
We normally do have a three-way.
Oh, well, yeah, it's been kind of multi-team lately, but it would make sense with SummerSlam. So,
Not that kind of three-way.
oh, gosh darn it. I guess
I thought you were gonna catch on, but you didn't. Anyways, but yeah, we normally do have fucking three-way tag matches nowadays.
I think it would make sense if the New Day won, and then we just had Loose Dragons coming out of nowhere. But I would want this to go a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I, I guess you would do the New Day to win, though. Either way, whichever way you do it, I think the best way is the New Day to win,
Amen,
which
sister.
is really weird because I like the primetime players. I really do.
And now we're gonna move on to Reigns seeks retribution. Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. I am so afraid for Bray Wyatt at the end of this feud.
I'm glad
I
about what they're doing with Bray, though. This is a good storyline for him. He's legitimizing his fear factor.
yeah,
Is
that
where
they fucked up. They fucked up. Bray didn't fuck up anything. They fucked. WWE fucked up by
yeah, pretty
booking
much.
him. Yeah. I'm just afraid for him at the end of this feud that he's just gonna get fucked up. That Reigns is gonna win.
Hmm.
I don't know, but I think Bray Wyatt will win this match
Where do you think it
because
leads to a SummerSlam?
I think it leads to maybe him versus Roman in like a street fight or something. He's like, Bray, this is the one way we can deal with our problems. A street fight or a Superman punch only match.
I know it's gotten pretty personal, but it doesn't feel personal at all, which is weird. Bray's made
Yeah,
it personal, but Roman hasn't really made it like I don't know. It doesn't feel as insane as it could be. I don't know if that's because they may be holding back and they're just I don't even know. They're pushing the envelope pretty well. Like talking about their child like that is pretty crazy. But Roman isn't
I
foaming
mean,
at the mouth trying to kill people
I think
because of
the
this.
I think the best uh, example I can give of talking about your kids is Punk and Mysterio
Yeah.
and SmackDown. I remember I was watching that live and I was like, "Is that fucking real? Like, what? Oh my god!" And I was so creeped out by it. It was amazing. And now, fucking, this just doesn't feel anything like that.
Well, I guess another way you could probably look at it if you wanted to take another perspective on it is that Roman is more scared than he is mad, which would make Bray look good, but it's not coming across that way in my opinion.
Nothing come across that way.
So
But
it's weird.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Bray though. I think I've said that because I think it's just gonna lead to another match where Roman kicks his ass, and I'm afraid of that.
I expected Roman's going to come out on top at some point. It's going to happen, and I don't. Man, I don't know. I guess it would be okay because the same thing happened with Dean when Bray went over, and nothing really happened after that. So it's like, I don't know. I guess Roman can just use him as a stepping stone, which is the worst way to say that, but it sounds logical.
Asshole! Wow, why would you do that?
It sounds completely logical. You got to put Roman over, and he's gonna. You got to realize the fact that Roman's going to win a title probably within the year. So you got to have him run pretty far from the get go at your second biggest pay per view. Well, yeah, second biggest pay per view. I would say so.
This is not our second biggest pay per view.
For SummerSlam, I mean.
I know, I'm kidding. Uh, but yeah, there's nothing else to say about that match. Now we're gonna move. I hope it's a good match. I feel like it has a possibility to be. I don't know how good these guys' chemistry are.
I mean, it can because you got to remember the fact that Roman Reigns has been amazing on pay per views all year. Bray is hungry enough to do it, and it's a good storyline that has the potential to do it, even though it hasn't been played out really well. But I think it'll be a good match.
Well, I mean, we can't say Roman's been amazing for pay-per-views all year. There was Royal Rumble, so
But as a singles competitor, though,
yes, he hasn't really had a bad match this year.
exactly.
And yeah, and then also Bray's faced like two members of the Shield, so he'll go into Seth Rollins next.
Oh gosh,
That'd be amazing. But
are you implying something
I'm
towards the
just,
end of this?
I'm just saying.
Wink, wink.
I'm just saying, Seth Babyface. Who knows?
Oh wow.
Uh,
Okay, that's a different.
I saw a rumor where it was there's like a possible chance that Seth might turn babyface and face Triple H and Mania because Triple H is like, I've had enough of your ass,
Gosh.
and I don't know, would Seth work as a baby? I think he would, but
Oh
in
man,
his attire, bruh.
I want to go towards this after the championship, the world title.
Okay,
Move on. I know there's going to be a spot for this. I don't really want to talk about it.
all right. Now we're gonna go on to, I think the match everyone's looking forward to at this point. Cena versus Owens. The title is on the line.
Mm-hmm.
TR, I want to get your thoughts first. Who do you think's gonna win this match?
Talk about that wrench right there. I think Owens is going to win
Amen, sister.
for the fact that if you want to put over Owens as a legitimate heel, the only thing that's going to be right is to have him beat Cena for his title.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long you can keep Cena as a champion for these open challenges. In all honesty, they've been entertaining, but I think it's going to meet a really, really, really good demise with Owens winning. Not that the open challenge had anything to do with it.
Especially since that Owens has, he doesn't have his NXT championship anymore.
That too. I think that was a good way to do it. And it's funny because Sasha and Charlotte are going to be wrestling tonight for a title, but both of them are on the main roster, so it doesn't matter. Either way, I think that Owens will win. I think it'll be another great match. They'll probably steal the show. Man, I can't wait for this match.
Neither can I. And
I can't even imagine how far they'll go for a third. So it should be good.
I know. Cena lately has been hitting some new moves. He hit the Canadian Destroyer. Fucking so sorry.
He tried and he hit it.
He hit it. It's funny to watch. It was like holy shit the first time, and then when you watch it again, it's like, oh god, no. It's
He's been
like
working on that.
like Owens when they first did it. Owens was like, oh come on, don't fuck this up, don't fuck
Yeah.
this up, don't fuck this up.
I'm not gonna let you do it.
Yeah, he's like holding on to him because Cena's like losing. He's like, don't fuck this up, don't fuck this up, and he didn't fuck it up. But when Cesaro did it, it was just like, hiya! It was like, oh my god. It's the same thing as a stunner, the springboard stunner. First time you see it, like, holy shit, what the fuck was that?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you see it again and again and again, you're like, oh god, why does he do this?
I commend his appreciation for new moves, though.
Yes, especially facing against the younger guys. He has definitely stepped up his A game.
It shows that he needs to pull out more, which is great.
Pull out more. Uh, you walked right into that one. I'm gonna give this one to Owens. For sure. I think that, especially a couple weeks ago, after Cesaro versus Cena fucking AA the weirdest AA against Kevin Owens. It was like a side AA almost. He like landed on his side. It was weird. And after every match, Kevin Owens has attacked Cena, or during or every match. During match, it's either during the match or after every match, and it's pretty cool.
I think it's a great way to build, though, because a lot of the things that people were saying before this feud was, if there's already a set match for the pay-per-view for the title, that's giving away so much for the open challenge.
Yeah,
so it's a good way to go around that too.
Yeah, and then I don't understand when they do that, but yeah. So then I think Owens is gonna win, especially since he doesn't have his title anymore. And I feel like this is also might continue one more match. I'm not sure. And especially like I remember when they had Rusev versus Cena 4 pay-per-views in a row. I was like, come the fuck on again. This I would be fine if it was like, yes. I'd be like, yes, again, please, because these guys they're like the best thing ever. And
the match on Raw was probably better than a good majority of the pay-per-view matches too.
Very, very true. And I think Owens is going to take the title now that he doesn't have the NXT championship. And I think he's going to win. I think this is going to lead to another match later that might have Cena come on top. Like, the thing is with the Money in the Bank, Owens lost, but I never thought it hurt Owens. It never hurt Owens because of what happened after the match. So I think
so well in the match too.
I know, and I think Owens is going to win this match. I hope he wins. And if he loses, then well, fuck. Any other last words on this match?
Could we see the triple threat with Cesaro, Cena, and Owens at SummerSlam?
Oh shit, that'd be amazing.
I think we can.
That would be like one of the. That could be better than the fucking Royal Rumble triple threat. Who knows?
I know that we did, or that I did talk about the Cena, or no, not Cena, but the Rusev Cesaro kind of deal going on. I think that, I was looking at my phone, so I talked about the mess. But I think Cesaro Rusev can still happen. I don't know if it'll happen before Cesaro gets a title shot. I would love to see Cesaro, Cena, and Owens have that SummerSlam triple threat, and for Rusev to cost Cesaro the title. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, and Cesaro and Owens has faced before, on SmackDown.
Yeah,
that was like a 4-minute match though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was like the one SmackDown I watched. I was like, oh, Cesaro versus Owens. Oh shit.
And it did kind of bring him into this spotlight as well, which is pretty good.
Yes. And now we're going to move on to the main event. Brock Lesnar going up against Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins has nobody on his side. J&J Security out. Kane out. And Seth Rollins says he can do it by himself. TR, do you think he's going to do it?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know how. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know how, but he will. And that's going to be the most shocking thing I think we've ever seen. Brock Lesnar has looked nothing short of a monster since coming back. Oh, gosh. But I think Rollins is going to win. I don't know.
You know what we didn't... I'm sorry for interrupting, but you know what we didn't talk about for Beast in the East? I don't think we talked about Brock versus Kofi. He just fucking destroyed the New Day.
This is exactly what we expected. It's exactly what we expected.
Oh yeah, like he no-sold everything Kofi was doing. It was hilarious. He was just like, nah.
Oh, gosh, he just killed the New Day afterwards. Oh man.
And then Kofi took like an awful bump on his head. Like once I found out that I watched like that it was like a special on how the ring is made and whatever.
Oh gosh.
I was like this. I was like, damn, that thing is gonna fucking it actually does hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like it hurts a lot more than people think.
Brock
Like I
Lesnar
knew,
ring.
and then Brock Lesnar in the ring. I just felt bad for everyone that got suplexed. Holy shit. But yeah, go continue. I'm sorry.
Goodness me, I don't know how this is gonna happen though. Seth Rollins has to win this, and oh man, that would be the biggest win I could really imagine for anyone in any spot, in any fashion whatsoever, because it's Brock Lesnar. The guy is above babyface and heel now. He's just a monster. He's a thing. He's not a man anymore. So a victory over him is just something that you have to take serious, regardless of the result. So I think Seth will win, and it will be a huge victory. I don't know what you could do to top this going into SummerSlam, but I think Seth Rollins is going to go into SummerSlam as champion.
Let's hope so. I really hope he does win. His run as champion has been pretty mediocre to say the least.
I know a
It
lot of people say that too, and it makes him look terrible, but I've liked how they've built Seth so far too.
yeah, I just like I love Seth. Don't get me wrong. It's just the way he's been booked. He's been booked at this champion that like can't win by himself. He's a slimy little bastard. And he did win by himself last time, technically. If you,
Very,
uh,
very, very technical.
very technically. But I think this is going to be the match where Seth overcomes all obstacles. I can't see Brock winning it back just like that.
Which is awkward, isn't it?
I can't see it. He's gone, and then all of a sudden shows up back again, and he wins it. And then people will say Seth Rollins, and then if he does, people will say Seth Rollins' title reign's like the worst one ever.
Mm.
So if he beats Brock, I think this will be an amazing match. I feel like this probably won't be like Roman versus Brock, where it's just like uh, Brock beating the shit out of Rollins, or Brock beating the shit out of Rollins, and then Rollins comes back and then almost wins and then doesn't. I
Mm.
don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like this is gonna be more of a probably the most back and forth match we've seen from Brock so far.
If I wanted any match outside of Bryan and Lesnar, I would probably want Rollins versus Lesnar
I don't know, and they've
because
been
this is going to be
really.
such a good match.
And what I love about it is they've been really pushing it. Like, if you just go on the network, Brock versus Rollins, like, they're making this like a big time main event, which is
Mm-hmm.
awesome because we haven't. Unfortunately, they didn't do that for Dean versus Rollins. So, anyways, yeah, I think Rollins is gonna win, but I don't quote me on that because I really have no idea. They could go so many ways. Hell, we might even be seeing Sheamus Money in the Bank champion at the end of the night, which
Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that. I literally talked about reminding you
ah.
earlier in this podcast, and I've
Oh,
already forgotten it.
I know. It's just I've kept it in the back of my mind just in case. I don't know. I
He's going to be
really,
so far in the background until he just finally cashes in.
mm,
No one is going
which
to see it coming.
which I think is gonna work. It works for being a Money in the Bank champion because you forget that he is Money in the Bank champion. So when he cashes it in,
Mm.
you're like, holy shit! But I don't want to see him champion. And if I think he does win tonight, it's gonna be him versus Brock versus Rollins probably at SummerSlam, and he's gonna fucking lose. He's a transitional champion for sure. To
That's
be honest with you,
insane. Probably.
I I don't have anything else to say. Tr, do you have anything else to say?
That babyface Rollins will be really good. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm saying, I think Rollins would be great, but he's just so built up as a heel right now. It's just gonna be a weird transitional period.
He's improved so much since last year. It's pretty
True.
insane. As like a singles competitor, of course he was really good in the Shield. He got better and better and better, but now he's just kind of skyrocketed as a singles competitor, and it's great to see. And I think he has pretty much everything to be a good face or a good heel, which is pretty insane. It's great to see that he's convinced that.
Yeah.
So I think a
Uh,
lot of people are behind him in terms of look and in terms of promo ability and in terms of skill, and that can work either way. So I'm excited to see him.
and
Period.
also I hope that this is the end of J and Kane.
Hey
And
man,
I hope.
J&J is awesome.
I mean, And when Seth Rollins was giving him all that shit, and their reactions were just hilarious. They- It was so funny, but
Oh my gosh, that was the greatest thing ever. Noble's
yeah,
face when he saw the Cadillac is the
yeah.
funniest thing. You have to pause it when he does it. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I know it's so funny, and uh, did they? So I literally turned on Raw and I was like the Owens versus Cesaro versus Rusev match just started,
Mhm.
and I saw the Cadillac. Who brought it back out?
I think Lesnar and kind of Seth Rollins alluded to this earlier on Raw. He was saying that Lesnar was carrying it out kind of like a trophy, just to
Mm,
everywhere. It wasn't just there. It was a Raw. It was a SmackDown like the past week. It'll
mm.
probably be there this Friday or Thursday, I should say.
Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
SmackDown's back.
Yes.
Yeah, and then probably the Battleground.
Oh, that'll be great.
Hey, did you see the car fucking hit a kid or the window or the door?
Yes. Oh my
Did he
God.
get fined for that?
I don't think so.
Someone
I
said he
haven't
got
heard
fined.
anything lately about it.
The kid's fine, right?
Yeah, thankfully he didn't get hit like with that metal part. I think when it went in the air, the metal and the plastic kind of split. The metal kind of flung towards the set while the kind of plastic part hit the kid. So
Okay, so it wasn't that bad. The
yeah,
people next to him were like holding it up, like
yes, I
yeah.
saw that too. I would have done the same exact
I
thing.
know.
This is amazing. I would have cut the car door. I would have ran.
If that hit my kid, I would have been like, "Fuck my kid." Brock
Yes.
Lesnar just fucking hit my kid with a car door.
I would have been more. This is the same exact thing as pretty much me getting hit in the face. I don't mind that. That's cool. I'm okay with that. If you hit me in the face, I'll remember that forever. That's straight.
Like, you're the guy that hit me in the face. What's up?
If you make fun of me and call me fat, I'm not. I'm like literally like the skinniest person in the world. You can call me skinny, do whatever. If I'm a part of the show, that's awesome. I don't mind that at all. That's pretty cool.
My God.
That's a PSA to all wrestlers who somehow listen to this podcast.
They stumble across HEW's podcast on
I'm gonna
Twitter.
tag this part when
Oh
it's on
my
YouTube.
God.
I'm just gonna like link to the bookmark of this part.
Oh my
Anyone
God.
can do that if I'm in the area. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, they didn't have a ramp this time. In Chicago when he did it, just because of the Cadillac spot. Did you
Oh
see
God.
that? They didn't have
Yeah.
like a ramp. I was like, oh, no ramp. Oh, that's why.
hmm
Which they should do that more often. I don't like ramps. Fuck them.
The rents are pretty. I mean, I don't know.
It's cool and I just really wish they just changed up the set besides WrestleMania time.
Yeah, that's a mess. At least for SummerSlam and Royal Rumble and stuff.
Yeah,
The SummerSlam
like
set was pretty cool, and
yeah, and the Royal
it
Rumble
was
one was
Samuels too.
same. The Royal
Yeah.
Rumble one was the same. So was Survivor Series. They're all the fucking same. They just have they just have like a little bit of different. They just
hmm
have a little bit of difference, and then it just says the pay per view all around. So it's technically different. Like I hope 2K16 just has all the old ones, all the old sets, so I can just use those.
It probably will.
I don't want to use these stupid shits.
Like if we're talking about Stone Cold, they'll probably have like the really really old SmackDown one, maybe the really really old Raw one.
Yeah, but I mean like ones just from like a couple years ago, because
Oh, yeah.
they do on this one. They do
hmm
on 2K15, which fuck that game. Uh, and I've been looking forward to 2K16.
I
Should
heard
be.
the roster is like insanely large.
It's supposed to be the biggest it's ever been. Like
I saw
they're
the
having
stats on that. That's insane. I'm
yeah.
pretty interested in how they're going to do that.
Well, because I think they have like all the NXT people, and they have the Attitude Era, and then they also have all the main roster people.
That's wild.
I know. But yeah, anything else to say about Battleground TR?
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to SummerSlam. That might end up being a really stacked card. I know we have no divas on there right now. Oh, well, at least for now. I don't know if they'll announce anything on SmackDown, but
Please don't.
I mean, we could
Unless
have the
it's
NXT divas possibly on there.
okay, fine, that's fine.
Exactly, right?
If I get fucking Nikki versus Paige for the 20th fucking time, I'm gonna
With Sasha and
shit
Charlotte and
myself.
Becky is like the around the ring
Oh
lumberjills
my,
match.
oh my god. But
Could you imagine?
I don't want to imagine.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, so I don't have anything else to say about Battleground. I'll be going to the Raw afterwards.
Oh yes.
Just to let everyone know, I'm pretty pumped,
Before the summertime.
pretty excited. I'm looking forward to see who comes out. Gonna get Brock Lesnar. Probably either pissed or new champ. We'll see. Um, but imagine if Brock Lesnar gets cashed in again and loses the title again.
I don't even know. This is exactly what the rotation of that contract was. You were going to stay here for multiple years, and you're just going to win the title, and you're just going to lose it on some bull crap.
You're just gonna lose it to Money in the Bank every single time.
You'll never get pinned at
No,
all.
no,
You'll
no.
have triple threat matches and fatal four-way matches, and you'll just
I
have
wouldn't
something else
be.
they fall.
I wouldn't be surprised if Seth Rollins wins by like a count out.
Oh gosh, no, please.
I don't want that either, but I wouldn't be surprised because they'd be like, "Oh yeah, Seth Brock's still never been pinned."
The absolute biggest surprise has to happen if that happens.
Yes.
I get like Brock has to get like Heyman has to be in trouble, and Brock has to get run over by a Cadillac on the stage for that count out to happen. I will
Oh
allow
shit!
nothing
The
else.
Cadillac they got beat up so bad it still works.
They'll bring another Cadillac in, and they'll run him over with it, and they'll win by count out. That's the only way I'll allow it. Nothing else is allowed.
Oh my god! Or they just lock him in the trunk,
Mm-hmm.
and Brock just breaks the fucking trunk door open. But
They
yeah,
lock him in the trunk, and they launch the car into the nearest river. Brock,
the St. Louis Bay. Or no, they
yeah.
go. They drive it. They drive it up the arch. In
Brock
St. Louis.
somehow gets out of the trunk, but it's not quick enough. He runs all the way back to the arena, and he just misses the 10.
No, like they put him. They find a way to go into the elevator in that arch in St. Louis. They just put the Cadillac in there, and then they shut down the elevator and Brock
They
stuff.
tie him to the arch,
Yes,
but he breaks out and just barely makes it to the 10.
Brock with a super speed.
Yes.
Oh my
Have
god!
you seen how quick Brock is?
Yes, I
I don't
know.
underestimate it at all. Are you kidding me? That's completely logical.
It's like fucking Mike Trout out there. Oh my
That guy is
god!
going to run all the way to the arena, and I will laugh the entire time.
I know.
I will root it on, and he'll miss the 10 count, logically.
Oh my god! And then, or they're just and they're just gonna set Brock on fire. Let's just be honest with each other. They're just gonna set him on fire.
I mean, it's not like it'll stop him.
No, he's just imagine a Brock on fucking fire suplexing everyone.
I don't know. No.
That'd be amazing. But yeah, let's hope Battleground's a good show. They're trying to make it seem like they're trying to make every pay-per-view a big pay-per-view now, which is good. But let's see how this turns out. The past few Battlegrounds have been pretty forgettable. Let's please hope this is not.
The main events were good, though. We had the Fatal 4 last year. We had Orton and Bryan the year before.
Yes.
The endings weren't the best, but
No.
they all led to pretty good things. Of course, with Bryan winning eventually and Cena getting wrecked by Lesnar.
Yes.
So, we'll see.
Yep. Anything to shout out, TR? You have anything else to say?
I'm retired. What are you talking about?
I don't know. You might do some other shit. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know. I don't do anything else. I don't know anything else. This is like, it's over. It's just working.
This is all you have left connected to the YouTube world.
Pretty much.
That's,
I mean, I'm still on YouTube answering comments.
Yeah.
Thanks for the people who are still subscribing to me. I cracked 850 subscribers by doing nothing.
Hey, I just cracked 2,000.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh man, I hate you so much.
I'm gonna shout this out. I did a Q&A for people. So if you go on my HW highlights, it's like 3 fucking parts. Literally, I only answered one guy's like 4 questions the first part.
That's awesome.
I literally only answered Titan's first like 4 questions the first part because I just kept on talking. I was like, oh shit, I'm like 13 minutes in. I've only answered one guy's questions.
That's a must watch. I need to watch this now.
Anyways, yeah, so that's all I have to say. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you see me at Raw. See you all later. I'm going to Raw. Guess what, TR?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Raw.
Oh yeah, you're going to Raw on my birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
the day,
birthday to you,
yeah,
you son of a gun.
the day for my birthday.
Oh man, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Birthdays are a day apart.
Goodness me.
Goodness me. All right, guys. See y'all later. Peace.